welcome to another episode of Random Thoughts from Ozimoto. I'm your host, Ozimoto, just a young buck from South Florida with a vision and something to say. Um, this week's episode, this episode is going to be a little short because I'm trying to upload another one featuring Surge that's going to drop later this week. It's a lot to fucking. All right, so I'll give you a disclaimer. Um, yeah, we were drunk, uh, hitting the vapes and shit, just bullshitting in front of the camera, had the mic on. Uh, we ended up talking for like a cool hour, 10 minutes or something like that. That's how that's how long the shit was. So if you're not into that and you just want to tune in for a weekly episode, this is for you. If you're actually interested to see like some of the bullshit me and my people be actually getting into, like what we actually be talking about, then there's a little hour long bit of what it's like in our day to day. So there's that. Um, there is some upcoming content coming on. I'm gonna talk more on that next week episode, so that way I could clear some shit, clear out some court tickets, probably get my hair done, um, some shit like that. Cause it's not just random thoughts from Ozimoto that I offer you guys. I also do pictures. I also do AMVs. I also do like slideshow edits, and this is just one of the content or one of the forms of content that I create as an aspiring content creator. Make sense? That's really just me being 100% frank and candid with you guys. Because if I'm gonna be talking to you guys and you're gonna tune in as an audience, I feel that there's some transparency and honesty that has to be on both parties. Like some people tell me what they want to hear, some people tell me what they don't want to hear, and it's a two-way system. You feel me? Well, fuck it. Let's get into it. Um, so this is gonna be a recurring topic for the fact of it's basketball. There's always gonna be something to talk about. I'm in a fantasy league where our names are absolutely ridiculous. My name is the Cincinnati Coochie Busters, I think. It's a whole. We have gangbang jutsu. There's a couple that I'm not gonna say because I'm not really allowed to because I'm about to put this on the internet. But yeah, it's just me and my boys. We've been in this league for a couple years, and now that I'm doing this podcast, I get to talk about it a little bit more because maybe some of these players are in your league, and you feel the way I feel, right? So let's get straight to it. So for my first week, first week, I took the dub. I won. Light work, light work. But I got to say something. Montrez Harrell, you wash now. A couple years ago, you were so fucking solid on fantasy, and that's why I drafted you. That's why I picked you. I picked wrong. I picked wrong with your bum ass. You're gonna tell me you only gave me .34. You didn't even give me a full point. You gave me not even .4 of a point, not even half of a point. Oh, excuse me. There is a burp. It's gonna come. I don't know when. Fuck it. There it is. All right. Tyrese Halliburton. When I think I picked you up. I think it was his rookie year. I think this is his second year. Let me look it up real quick. Cause like when I first picked him up, I was just like, yo, this guy is a really solid. The way this league is, the way it works, you're based on efficiency as a player. So if you turn over the ball a lot, or commit a lot of fouls, you miss a lot of shit, your points go down. That like you're tried for that. However, there's a reason why Jokic in that shit, why he was so good, because he just did, and different things are weighed differently, right? I didn't even finish Jokic, but I'm gonna get back to it. So an assist is like 1 point half. So if you get 10 assists, that's 15 fantasy points. So you can understand why someone like Jokic was really good, why people like Embiid and Giannis and even Luca, they are really good. So that's how that shit's weighed out for context. And this boy is a fucking bucket getter. Not even just a pure bucket getter, he's just a good offensive player and he's efficient. And I like it because he gives me good numbers. I think, currently right now, I think he's ranked number one. I think. For his position, I think he's ranked number one. I have to double check. It fluctuates, but because, we're only in like what, third week of basketball, and this is the second week in fantasy. So, we have a lot to we have a lot to see. Um, Joel is my trump card. Your Philly has been fucking losing. 0-3. You finally got one, so you're like what, 1-4? But it's like, yo, even though for 3 games your team has fucking lost, I won because of you, boy. God damn, that that nigga nice. Hey, what can I say? That boy nice. That boy nice. I'm more of a that boy nice watcher. I'm not a stat watcher. I'm a that boy nice watcher. Right. Um. Yeah. So outside of Harrell, which I dropped, I picked up Aladama from the Grizzlies. I picked him up. Provide. He's proven to be a much better choice. He's actually getting good minutes. I think it's because some people are injured on the starting, so he's being picked for the starting. So if you get minutes, you get a chance to shine, and if you're effective, then you just shine harder. So I appreciate you and what you're doing for the Cincinnati Coochie Busters. Um, the next to boot that I have to like, the next people that I have to drop. I'm not gonna drop them just yet, but I gotta keep my eye on them. T.J. McConnell, Jose Alvarado, who the fuck else? Kevon Looney. Yep, you guys are not as efficient, but now back to Tyrese. He was drafted in what, 2020, so this is his, well, I think third season. You're drafted in 2020, 2021. Yeah, I think this is his third. Yeah, this is his third season, and you're already proven to be a fucking great, a good player. Now, can you bring it home and like really clutch up in playoff time? I don't know. We got to see. But in terms of regular season, you're a solid, you're a solid dude, solid player. Another thought, but that's it on basketball. I'm gonna switch gears. I miss when Cardi was signed back with Awful Records. Like, I don't know if he was there for that time, like 2015 card, like literally right before Magnolia and before he signed with like ASAP. And bro, the shit that he was making with Ethereal and Father, the whole Atlanta scene with Awful Records, that shit, what a time. What a time to be a rap fan, bro. Because it's like, it wasn't, uh, it wasn't hype. It wasn't what everyone was listening to. But at the same time, it was what everyone was listening to. You understand? Like, when you have beef, loss, but what else did he make? For the people, pump fake, you know what I'm saying? And back when Father was dropping shit like Heartthrob, um, Slow Dance, the first one, like that album, like with Morena, uh, everybody in the club getting shot. Yeah, that boy was making some good shit, and I miss that era of music. But time must go on, right? Things must change. Um, yeah, like I said, this is a short episode, so I didn't write that many thoughts, and I'm not going. We not talk. We're not doing too much talking, right? So porn is getting boring. I'm not gonna lie, porn is getting boring, and maybe this was because throughout the course of my lifetime, I've spent too much time on it. I'll admit it. Fuck it, to the point where I've become desensitized. Some shit. Like, I don't even be beating it because I want to beat it. I just be beating it because I'm bored. Really does. Like, my libido isn't even that high. Like, sometimes I'll beat it and then like I'm just like, yo, what did I do? Like I really could have taken these 30 minutes and done something else and done something productive. But I'm a no nut November is coming up, so let's see if I can curb them demons. Pray for me. But no, it's just getting boring. So it's like even on Instagram and Twitter, it's like everything is so sexualized that like don't get me wrong, I like it. I'm a dude, but at the same time, it just gets like I want to learn something. At the end of the day, like all this time in front of a screen, like even like I'm not gonna say I'm providing an educational angle, but like I'm talking. You know, no one really does that type of shit no more. It's just wild, wild shit to get views, to get attention, and then you just scroll, scroll, scroll. That's why the most fire TikToks are like, yeah, that's why like you should just be trying to get your attention for like 10 seconds. Sorry, the outside noise fucked my shit up. Don't worry. Once I get my own spot and whatnot, then it's gonna be much much better content through and through. So yeah, porn's getting boring. I just be beating it because I'm bored. It's just a boring cycle. And the days that I don't beat it, I actually genuinely feel like I actually had a day. Like I feel more productive. If that makes sense. So I also saw a meme that was just like, yeah, you see a whole bunch of titties and ass for free, but it's like, yeah, but you pay with your soul. And I don't know if that's a joke, but that shit hit. I'm a I'm gonna cool it off that. But I say this, but I have to bring this up. Okay, in life, you're never gonna be 100% prepared for what comes your way, right? Makes sense. Okay, but it's just within you to try to be the person that you want to be. Put your best foot forward, no matter what life throws at you. Okay, we're all on the same page. Cool. Have y'all ever had to impress someone else with your porn category, like with your porn catalog? I have. I wasn't prepared for that situation, so I had to talk about it. And last thing I'm gonna say before we get the fuck on out of here. Um, all right, so I'm talking with Serge, and I'm gonna just give a little context. He's 50 times more jaded to porn than I am. Like shit really don't matter to him, right? Like whatever. So we're talking rada, and I straight up say, you know what? Get off my line. I'm finna go watch porn. Hang up. I didn't think. Well, I wasn't watching porn. I wasn't. I just wanted to go back to playing Pokemon. But straight up, that boy called. Like he called me. I let it ring. I ain't answer. And then he texted me, send me the good stuff. I said, of what I'm watching? He said, yeah. So I'm just like me knowing the context of who he is and his and how he views it. I'm just like, you know what? Fine, fuck it. Let me see if I can. I don't know why I tried to impress him, but let me see if I could just entertain him, shock him, and shut him up. All right. And you gotta understand, like I said, I'm jaded, so the shit that I be watching, it's like it's not trending. Like it's low key niche porn, right? And I sent one. Oh, I already seen it. What? So next thing you know, I'm just sending a whole bunch of shit, right? And he literally has said, I've seen all of them. And I said, you know what? All right, bet. I got this one super, like, it's like, I guess the kids today now would call it retro and vintage as fuck, but it's really not. It was really from like 2005, based on the attire of everyone in the video and how they were talking. It gave me a very 2005, 2000, like, it gave me a very pre-Obama administration vibe. So I sent him that shit, and I'm thinking, yeah, I swear if he's seen this one already. This motherfucker hits me with, I saw that this morning. You got it into like I don't even remember what he said, but I was just baffled at the fact that he said I saw it this morning. So I'm just like, yo, I literally have nothing to. I have nothing. I have nothing, and that was when I realized, yo, I just sent another man a whole bunch of random porn clips, hoping to shock him, hoping to get a reaction out of him, and I realized I'm really sending porn to another man to try to impress him. And I've never really thought I would ever do that in my life. So maybe some of y'all have related to this, maybe y'all haven't, but that's just a little slice of Ozimoto's life, you know. I hope this shit was short. I think it's about like 20 some minutes, but fuck it. Shout out to Losock. I went to high school with dude. His shit, like his beats be fire. It was used on that Thousand Band Fonny song, Heavy Pockets, but I can't be playing like my usual shit because I keep getting copyrighted. So we're just gonna play the free beats that I actually be listening to. And he's a good producer. I'm only saying this because he fell off the face of the earth. So maybe this will be a beacon to find him because it's like, yo,